Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Mil here, and today I'm going to be showing you I'm going to be explaining more advanced about KuCoin trading bot so you can understand how the system works. This is an advanced video. I assume you already know how to create bots and what the different things are, and yeah, so I'm just gonna talking about some more advanced things. So I've invested personally over $10,000 of this. I'm just sharing my own personal experience and knowledge and learning from my gains and losses. So not financial advice, just keep that in mind. So if you want more videos like this, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be more than happy to share. Okay, so let's start with the basic thing, total profits. How does that work? So total profits is basically the entry point. So total profit is counted by the floating PNL and the grid profits number. This makes the total profit. So let me use this example. So the floating PNL says that when I bought the price or whatever it is, say I bought it for $1,000 and now it has gone down, I'm in loss. This shows you how much total loss you are in. So even though it says total profits USD is -16, if you just want to know how much money you have lost since you started this, you look at this number. So no matter how much you spend, you look at floating PNL, that shows you how much down you are in or how much up you are actually in since you bought something. The grid profit shows how much money you've actually made from buying low and selling high. This is the arbitrage number for every time you made a trade. So overall, this made 30, this made 20, this made 44, this made 217, and this made 32. So that's your profit, how much you have actually made from buying low and selling high. This does not account for increases in price. So if the price of a coin increase, you will generally have more profit, but this amount is not included in here. This just says how much you have actually made from buying low and selling high. This number is usually low because of that. So floating PNL is how much you are gaining or losing overall. The grid profit is how much you have actually made from buying and selling, and total profit is the combination of these two things. So when you add these two numbers together, you get the total profit. So that is how much profit you made, take away from how much profit you made from buying low, selling high, take away the floating PNL, which is how much you are in loss or gain. So this could also be plus or minus, just so you know. And this shows you. So if I take away 20.98 from -37.31, this gives me 16. So that's just how it works. Now we're gonna move into some more advanced thing. So if you go to open orders, you will see the positions you have in one coin, how much you're buying for and how much you're actually selling for. So this shows you the amount. I usually like to check order history to determine sometimes manually when I should sell or buy. If I notice that the market is going to crash or it's not doing as well or there is too much going on, sometimes I might want to sell my positions. This is when you can change your price range. You can change these price ranges to buy or sell. For example, you can see I have 48 buy orders and 50 sell orders. And at the moment, the price, if I go in here, so if I go over to the price range and do AI filters, you can see the current price is 0.72, and at the moment I'm trading between these two numbers. So if I were to change this number to 8, so watch this. So if I were to change this number to 8 and I go over to this, what it will do is it will buy more and try to sell less because it's harder to get up here. So if you change the opposite way, so if I go this and I change this number to say 65, okay, so if I change this number to 65 and go back, you can see now it's buying a lot more because these prices are lower. So sometimes when you want to buy stuff because you notice something is going to happen in the market, you can adjust these numbers to buy more or sell of one thing. Usually amounts per grid, this will show you how much of the token you're making per transaction. This is where they show how much profit you're making per transaction that happens. So that's anywhere from 3 to 6.8%, so less than 1%. Now stop loss, I generally don't tend to set a stop loss for myself. That's because I like to do the risky tokens, but usually I would with crypto you gotta be willing to lose 30-40%. But if you don't want to make a lot of losses because you're trading with low amount like $1,000 or below, then usually 30% is a good number. That's what I would do. But keep in mind 30% down in crypto is very common. Maybe 40% to be a little bit more conservative, because sometimes they can go down to 30 and then just shoot up again. So usually I don't set a stop loss because what happens when you buy pairs, I don't like making losses. So if you just wait long time, you can go up. But also if you stop your position and go into a more better token, then you can make that money back pretty quick as well. So just do that. Usually take profit I put around 8%. So anytime if it's above 6 to 8%, I'm more than happy to take profits on that, because the chances of it going higher becomes a lot lower after around 8 to 10%. So usually take profit about 8% of what you actually initially invested. So if you invested 1,000 and it's up by 8%, then definitely take that $80, because you want to buy it at the next dip again. You can just go back and set a entry price at the previous amount. So I don't need to set an entry price. Usually what I do is I wait till it I will create a bot. So if I know our token is doing really well, so if I go in here and I go see this, okay, so this one is pretty volatile. You can see vid 100% volatile. It's up by 80%. This one is probably going to go down over the next 5 days. So I'd obviously have to look that up a little bit more stats to see what's happening. But usually these ones are good. Like XTM would probably be a good one to get into 70%, and it's up by 20%, 26%. This means the potential for it to go up even higher, like this ones, are much more. So you can actually double in value, whereas these ones are more resistant to higher increase in my experience. So just keep that in mind. So this one I would probably go for myself. Let me see in here. So you can see it's going in. I've got some amounts left here. So what I do, if I were to go for this trade, I'd go coin Gecko. So let's do this together so you can see how my process is. So I'll just go the full amount. I'll go customize, put this in. I do want to look this up, XTM. So I don't want to just go into all of it without doing some research. So just have a look to see how volatile it actually is. So you can see, oh, it's at a high. So you can see that in here it on the so yesterday it was down by 0.94. It went up here again, you can see, and then over a day it went down and then it has gone up again. So now is probably not the best time to buy, but what I can do is set a buy point around here. So if I go to past 14, so you can see this would be 0.5, this would be 0.9. so in here 0, so this is 1.25, at the moment is 0.175. so this, you can see, I would probably put a I would probably go in at here, set an entry price at 1 point. So if we look here for past 7 days, so we go here 0.68. it's unlikely to go down that far, but I'm pretty sure it will come back down here. So 1.20 is a good entry point. So you can see 1.75, and what I can do now is make an order for this. Go to advanced settings. I want to set myself entry price. I'll do 1.3. the problem is it's not gonna go that far, so I might have to do 1.45 and go entry here, because as soon as it drops down it's gonna go up again, and that's when I want to be doing the trade and take profit. So I want to go 1. So if we look up the previous all-time high, this was 1.88. so in here I'm just going to go 1.8. Okay, so this number needs to be lower. So what I can do, actually stop the take profit, create this bot. Once you have created this bot, you can actually now it hasn't been put in yet, so now I'm just gonna wait for it to drop down so I can get in, and then you can manually change it. So over the next couple of days I expect the price for this to go down, which I'll buy in, and then it's gonna fight in this place, and that's when I can make profit. I'll do an update on what's happening on this. This is just a test, me testing the hypothesis. That's all you can really do with this sort of thing. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you found it useful. If you did, feel free to subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.